Well, it's finally election day. 2 years of all the bullshit. I'm gonna go out there today and I'm gonna vote for Donald Trump. I'm gonna give you a couple of reasons why. This little town here in Youngstown, a lot of people don't get out in the real world. They go on vacation to Disney World or Hawaii every once in a while. I get around everywhere. New York City, Chicago. A lot of what's going on in the country that Donald Trump's been talking about, you don't see it in Youngstown. You don't see it here yet. For 20 or 30 years, the Republicans and the Democrats have screwed us, the American people. Bill Clinton did NAFTA. Bush came in and just finished it off and signed the rest of the agreement. Aluminum companies here in Youngstown that I haul for used to make aluminum, cut it to length, send it out to be made into windows and doors. Now there's a big company for the last 3 years in Boardman. All they do is ship in Chinese aluminum, take it out of the cheap cardboard cartons it's shipped in, recut it with people for about $8.50 to $9 an hour. They drive rusted, crappy cars because that's all they can afford, because their good $15 an hour job is now done by China. So they repackage it in this American-made cardboard, make it look pretty, and now we haul that there. A lot of things Trump says is so true. If you don't secure the borders and keep the flood of all these people coming over here willing to do these jobs for half the money of what they're really worth, that you need to make to sustain a life. I mean, nobody can make a living on this promise of $12 an hour. Hillary says, we'll raise it to $15 an hour. That's not how it works. You start out at a food place when you're a kid, making minimum wage to get yourself through school, get yourself through towards your career or whatever you're going to do, a welder, go to college, end up sitting in your parents' basement and not being able to have a job because there is none left. How many computer programmers do we need? Right now, all the baby boomers are retiring. They're starting to move on and enjoy their retirement. There's so many blue-collar, good-paying jobs that need to be filled that's going to swell over the next year to 10 years. It's happening in these places, I tell you, Chicago, New York. Nobody speaks English. Rude. In Chicago, you got the Russians and the Mid-Eastern people that are just taking over all the manufacturing, the trucking. I don't hate these people. I don't have nothing against them. But you know what? For these people to come to this country that everybody thrives to come to just to make it the shithole that they left? No. I'm sorry. No. You can't let it happen. And Hillary Clinton is just an insane lunatic. She needs to just fall off the face of the earth, go in her little bunker that she's got paid for by all of her fake donations and bribes to other countries, and live the rest of her years in these $1 million houses at Chappaquiddick or wherever the heck it is. So, that's what I'm doing today. This is the last chance that we will have ever in our lifetime to try to take the government back and give it to the people. The last time. There will never be nobody that I could think of. I don't think Jesus himself could come back and turn the vote around to a more centrist level of what the American people think than Donald Trump. And you know what? He's not going to be able to do everything that he says he can do because we have checks and balances. But maybe he could get some kind of unity in this government and its people and try to get us back on track, run it a little bit more like a business instead of throwing money away. $5-6 million for testing sperm counts of fish. That's what your government's doing with the money. Trying to find out if a male looks at one cheerleader or 4 cheerleaders different, and the results of this research was like $2.5 million. This is all true. You could look it all up. I'm tending to ramble and I don't want to do that, but don't complain if you don't vote. Get your butts out there and vote. Have a great day.